Hey guys, Ben here giving you the surf forecast for this weekend. It was a pretty nice week this week, small and clean, especially with those foggy mornings. There's very little wind. The weekend is looking like a bigger swell, but the winds are kind of shifting around over the 2 days. So Saturday is quite a decent day, probably the better of the 2 days. Builds up from the morning time from 4.5 foot swell with 12-second period up to about 6 foot before dark. That's the swell. So realistically, you're looking at 4.5 foot swell is about head high faces coming in on the beach and then building to slightly over head high faces in the afternoon. Winds are cross offshore, fairly light, about 10 miles an hour. So it's going to be cross off southerly winds. So it's going to be nice, clean shape. The waves have been clean the last 2 days, so that's only going to stay the same. So really nice, clean waves with a bit of power. Reef will be working as well, smaller but much fairly manageable as well. Tides are good from 9 o'clock in the morning right through till dark on Saturday, so that's a pretty good day. Sunday is much bigger swell. Well, it's building a bit. It's 9 foot and 13 seconds, so that's well overhead high, real chunky, powerful waves. But the big issue is the winds turn onshore, so it's going to be strong onshore for the day. That means it's going to be a bit of a mess. Big drops on the outside. Inside, it's going to be big walls of white water. A lot of current moving around, but lots of power. Good conditions to just get up on your feet, get driven to the beach, and do a bit of practice as you go. Main thing to think about this weekend, Saturday isn't too bad, but Sunday particularly, the beach has changed quite a lot. The first ramp down beside ourselves, Ben Surf Clinic and our loonies, there's only rocks at the bottom now. There's no sand whatsoever. So there's quite a big hole there, and it's a tricky place to go down. So if you're not used to the beach, you're better off getting in by the lifeguard hut or further down. Also, to the right of those rocks, pretty much kind of lined up with SeaWorld, there's now quite a big rip pulling out there, and particularly on mid tides. That's quite unusual. It doesn't normally come down that far. People consider it quite a safe spot. So generally speaking, if you're inexperienced and don't know how to read a beach, I would recommend that you're from the lifeguard hut further to the north, to the river end of the beach. Keep yourself safe. If you're not sure, please come in and have a chat with us. But as far as conditions go, it looks like Saturday is going to definitely be the best day. Clean, well organised, decent size swell. And Sunday is going to be a bit of work. All right, listen, have a good weekend and enjoy.